Hello and welcome back to Bannerlord and Byron's Adventures. Now, when we left off, we did have a bit of a situation on our hands. We had Ekarand attempting to defeat this army right here. And you can quite easily tell that, unfortunately, I wasn't able to get there in time. And as a result, he was taken prisoner. But, thankfully, I did get there, I think, pretty much like 5 seconds too late, actually. And, well, while that was pretty bad, because that means that I couldn't save him in the actual battle, it does mean that I will be able to get him freed as soon as possible. So I guess that's okay, but unfortunately they were able to take the castle back as well, which is obviously not very good in itself, but, you know, I can't really do much about that when it's just literally me and this one guy fighting a huge amount of people. So it's probably not going to work out too well in the long run, unless we can try and persuade some people to join us. Unfortunately, I didn't really want to persuade this guy right now because I thought, hey, you know what? I kind of just want to eliminate him. You know, I kind of just want to eliminate him, and maybe, just maybe, we'll have an opportunity in the future to be able to speak to him again, because let's face it, what I am going to do is, as I've said before, I'm going to just make sure that we have all of the clan leaders potentially available for persuasion attempts, and that's what we're going to try and do. I'm going to tell everyone to charge in here, going to tell my archers to move down a little bit, move my infantry down as well, and we'll hopefully get my cavalry to counter the enemy's cavalry. Bear in mind that my horse is just about to die, so we should be a little bit careful about that, but obviously the enemy is coming down here. They really don't know what is about to befall them. I mean, maybe they do. Maybe they do and they just don't care, but I would probably not recommend that they attack at this point. It is just not a good idea with so many Palatine guards on the enemy side, or shall we say on our side. You know, you definitely don't want to be charging into a huge amount of those guys. They know what's up. Alright, but yeah, this is pretty much a done deal. And no doubt you can already tell that from the amazing power level disparity. But I'm pretty happy with this. I'm pretty happy with this. Even if it is an extremely one-sided battle, it is going to free a number of our vassals. And, well, 1 or 2. I'm not entirely sure. Because we do have a couple of parties that are continuously getting themselves taken prisoner, which obviously is not exactly great. So the best thing that I can do going forward, I think, is to disband those parties and then create new ones with some of my own troops. But the problem with that is, as I've said again and again, it is just very difficult to recruit units at the moment because I just have so many enemies. Yeah, it's not working out too well. Okay, so this guy actually did leave us. He seems to be a bit of a faction hopper, so I'm going to take him prisoner. What about this guy? What's he all about? Okay, yeah, no, he will be taken prisoner as well. And this guy, I think, is a clan leader. Yes, he sure is. All right, let's let him go. As you can see, he's not a big fan of ours, so yeah, might not be the best idea to let him go, but oh well, never mind. Oh, these are all troops. Oh, these are all troops. Okay, I will be taking all of these. Thank you very much. Now I have way too many, but that's okay. That is okay, because as I said, what I'm going to do is I'm probably going to create a new party nearby to me, and hopefully they're going to help us out quite a bit. And there we go. Okay, that's what I'm going to do. All right, so yeah, we're just going to be taking as many people as I can get my hands on, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a party here. I think I have one more space. I've got 2 more spaces, actually, because all of them are not doing very well. What about Bruce? Bruce is a very... Wait a minute. We have 2 Bruces? Did you see that? I'm not entirely sure if you saw that or not. Oh, well, that's actually kind of insane, because I did not realize that. Okay, so Palatine Guards. I'll just give him a huge amount of these guys. Let's give him 45 of those. And do I have anything else that I can really give him? Do I have a huge amount of something spare? Not really. I guess I could give a bunch of these. Maybe a little bit of these. Militia archers and these guys as well, I guess. I mean, he has so much space So it would make sense for us to give him a whole bunch. I guess this? This is good? Is it? Not really, but I guess I'm going to do that. But wait a minute, look at this. We've got 2 Bruces. What happened? How did he clone himself? I have no clue, and now I feel like I am breaking the game and it's going to crash or something like that. I hope not. I can only hope that it's not how it's going to be. All right, well, let's just hope, cross our fingers, that it is not going to crash. But if it does, then, well, at least it's not too much progression lost. And then we should be able to do some wonderful things there. But otherwise, let's just level up all of these guys. I should really install that mod, you know. I should really install that mod that gives me the ability to level them all up at the same time. But I haven't been wanting to really do anything with that because I just kind of... I'm kind of happy with the stability of my game at the moment because I haven't had a crash in a while. And yeah, I don't really want to deal with all those technological problems. Yes, technical issues. So anyway, let's see if I can maybe fight some of these guys. Oh, okay. Well, you went in there, did you? Oh, that was a big mistake, sir. You probably did not want to go in there because I'm just going to auto-resolve this, by the way. I am just going to auto-resolve this. I do not see any point in not doing that. So, there we go. Take him down. There we go. Yes, very easy indeed. We did end up taking quite a few casualties in terms of wounded troops, which is going to cause a bit of a problem if they do decide to attack us now, but I think we should still be okay. Kind of. We'll see. We'll see. Okay, so anything else that I can really take here? I'm kind of looking to take tier 3 units or above for the most part. Mostly, I kind of want to take cavalry units. How much capacity do I actually even have? I am way over. Right, I am way over. Way over. Okay, so I guess I'll just get rid of some of the tier 2 units. And... that is it, I guess. Is that enough? No, still not enough. Okay, great. I guess I'll just get rid of some of these guys then. Yeah, there's quite a few of those. All right, so that's good enough. Level up more units because obviously auto-resolve does give us more experience with Bannerlord Tweaks. That is a setting that is in Bannerlord Tweaks, which is very, very welcome because in my opinion, if you are auto-resolving and you're not in the battle, in my opinion, your troops should get a little bit of extra experience just because they are doing most of the work and you're not actually doing anything with them. And you do obviously take a little bit more risk as a result of that too, because you are making it so that they go in by themselves. And yeah, that's what happens. Okay, I'm going to give this to Kareth, apparently. Apparently that's who everyone thinks should take it. Maybe Kareth actually doesn't even have anything? He does. He has Myzea. Oh, well. I have given Ekaran Sahel Castle, so he should be kind of happy about that, I suppose. Let's just support him a little bit more. I'm very surprised that Kareth has not left. And now I've just jinxed myself. No doubt. But yeah, I'm actually very surprised about that. Okay, so let's actually just take a quick look at the world map here, because no doubt I am losing a couple of people, or shall we say fiefs. I don't actually see any sieges going on here, which is interesting. I would have expected that to happen quite soon, because of course Vlandia, does want to attack us relatively quickly. Okay, so now that we have eliminated those armies, now we can make our way down somewhere else. Wait a minute. You know what? I'm actually just going to stay here real quick, and I am going to just try and protect the castle a little, because no doubt they're going to try and take it back. Now this guy has gone into the raid, I think I might be able to catch him up, because he is going to be disorganized for a certain period of time. Get him. I think his disorganization ended just beforehand, but he is actually traveling at the same speed that we are, so I can only hope that maybe we'll trap him against these. Yeah, there we go. Fantastic. I'm just going to go and auto-resolve against this guy as well. We're more than likely not going to take too many casualties, as you can see, and our medicine skill will restore them back to their former glory relatively quickly. Okay, so this guy is actually the leader of this clan right here, and we have 50. We have 50 relation with him. I think I'm just going to let him go. And we'll try and talk to him next time. And we'll see if we can maybe do something with him, potentially. Like trying to persuade him to join us or something like that. And there we go. Alright, okay, so there is actually another army going on here as well. I do need to go and make a brief stopover at the various other villages and things like that to try and get some more food. And then we will hopefully be able to launch an attack against one of the Aserai towns. Ah, now look at what we have here. I thought I would actually just try this off screen just until we had some, well, modicum of success, I suppose you could say. And we're going to see if we can do it. Yeah, there we go. We actually got him. Fantastic. So I'm actually wondering whether he's going to join us for free. Yes, he does. He has joined us for free. That is a vassal from the Kaoses. Well, technically, he's originally Stygian, of course, but he has joined us now from the Kaoses. And I'm hoping that that is going to work very, very nicely. As you can see, look at this, Bruce. Bruce was able to take this guy prisoner, all because we gave him a bunch of additional units, which is really nice. Okay, so we also have another siege going on here, and if we can eliminate this army, we will be in one of the best positions to take every single other thing that the Aserai have. So if we can do it, there's Ekarand. Go, Ekarand. Yes, I'm gonna help you, sir. Very good. Okay, I like it. I like it. Okay, so, oh, yes, I like this even better. I love fighting on the sand dunes. Sand dunes are super fun to fight on. So let's see if we can maybe get a nice little shield wall going on here. Gonna put my cavalry up here. I like it mainly because there aren't any trees. I know that seems a bit weird, but the fact that there aren't any trees makes it really cinematic, and it just feels a lot more impactful when you see massive amounts of bodies and armor and weapons and all kinds of crazy stuff going on all over the place. It's pretty cool. So anyway, let's get my cavalry and horse archers over here, and hopefully their cavalry is not going to do too much damage to us. I hope that our archers will just literally be able to do as much damage as they can. And we're just going to move my archers onto the top of this sand dune here. And I think we're probably going to take our cavalry down here, actually. I thought initially that they would charge down from the hill, but I don't think that that is particularly necessary. And if these guys get anywhere close to our archers, they will have a very painful headache in front of them. Nice, nice, good damage, Byron. Very nice indeed. Oh yeah, that reminds me, I do need to check and see how old Byron is at this point, because I think he's I think he's getting on. I think he's getting on there, so yeah, we might have some issues. I'm not entirely sure. I don't even know what is actually going to happen when he dies, because obviously I have never had that happen. But it's going to be a very sad day indeed. A very, very sad day. Okay, so let's tell my cavalry to charge in. I kind of neglected them a little bit for the majority of this fight because I kind of wanted to see how fantastic our archers would actually do. And, well, as you can see, they're absolutely fantastic. Oh, really? 1 damage? Okay. There we go. That's a little bit better. But you can see most of the enemies are going to be running away from us now, which is exactly what they should be doing. But the amount of really cool visuals that you're going to get from this, I can only imagine how cool it would be if we actually fought it in the daytime, you know, because that's going to be super fun, you know, being able to see the sun kind of like reflecting off the ground as well. It's going to be really cool. But anyway, that is indeed a victory for us. And that is Unkid once again. I'm actually thinking, should I execute him? I don't know. Probably not. Probably not, because we do know that enemy leaders can join other factions. So I'm a bit in two minds about that, because I was able to. Oh, look at that! I actually helped him. Very nice indeed. I'm wondering whether it would be a good idea. We could technically let this guy go. Okay, I'm going to let him go, just purely for the fact that we gain relation with them. Awa is not a leader of anything, so I will just take her prisoner just to try and prevent the size of the enemy armies. And Unkid is, well, of course he's the leader, so I guess I'm going to let him go this time around. And how many prisoners do they have? Well, how many prisoners do I have? That's the point. I have so many people that need level ups. Yes. Okay, so I guess I'll just take a look and see if they have any cavalry. They do have a little bit. Mercenary scouts. Yeah. Okay, there we go. Okay, that's basically what I can take. And then we can take all of the loot as well. Alright, so that is pretty good. Let's go over to the village. Ekarand is doing a decent job of defending this, even though he only has 38 troops. Maybe I should give him some troops. I think I can give him some troops, but the thing is that I'm a bit worried about giving troops to vassals, because if I give troops to vassals and then they end up leaving and then fighting me with the troops that I just gave them, then we're going to be in a really bad position, like a super bad position. And that's kind of a thing that I'd like to try and avoid if at all possible. So that's the kind of thing, and indeed the reason why I don't want to give them any troops. But not giving them troops is then also hindering me quite considerably. Because if they're running around with subpar armies that are basically not even capable of doing anything, then of course they're going to be kind of just a thorn in our side rather than a thorn in the enemy's side. So it's very, very difficult. But maybe I just want to do that? I don't know. Maybe I just want to do that. Okay, so there we go. We're just going to trade all of that. And again, another 84,000. All right, so now that we have kind of cleared everything up and we saved Ekarand from... Oh! Ekarand, why'd you do this, sir? Why did you do this? You see what I mean? That's exactly my point. That's the reason why I was like, okay, yeah, probably don't want to give him any troops, because now he would be running around with 130 very elite troops, and that's certainly not what we want to do. So what I'm going to do now is I'm literally just going to go in here, and amazingly enough, they really don't have any defenses, because of course we did knock down the walls pretty considerably beforehand. And now I'm kind of annoyed. Now I'm kind of annoyed because look at this. Now we have the Aserai breathing down our neck once again. And I'm not entirely sure what I'm supposed to do here. Because while I am able to get these onagers up and running, and they do have one wall down already, that's pretty good, it is kind of annoying to have to deal with that large army. Unfortunately, that large army is probably not going to be that deadly to us. I'm actually just going to do an auto resolve here. I just want to get this out of the way because it is going to take way too long for me to do this normally. And the problem is that this guy, Ekarand, is nearby, and he's basically just going to come back and just take it instantly, pretty much. So I think what I'm going to do is I am going to give this to myself. Because here's the thing, Kareth, I don't want him running back and forth here. I mean, I know that the point is that I don't really want to have him... Oh, I could give this to Godun, actually. I mean, what does he have? He has nothing, I assume. Yeah, he has nothing. Okay, so I'm actually going to give it to Godun. I'm sorry, Kareth. You already have a town and a castle. I think he should be pretty happy with that, no? Oh, well, never mind. Okay, so hopefully Godun is going to look after that. And now I have to go and pursue the Aserai army once again. Let's actually just take a quick look and see what kind of units they have here, because I would assume that they have basically nothing. Nothing really powerful at all. So we should be very easily able to deal with them. Oh, there's a huge amount of traits to be assigned here as well. You know what? I'm not going to do those. I'm not going to do those right now. I just want to eliminate this army as best I can. And let's have a look. 249 recruits. Okay, hello there. I think we're going to be pretty fine with attacking them. Yep, not bad. Not bad. Okay, so I'm going to try and persuade this guy to join us. I think I can potentially do that. He has +9 relation with us, so he might do it. 50% chance. Okay, 50% chance. Wow, that's actually kind of interesting. Yeah, okay, okay. I don't think we're going to be able to do this. Oh, okay. 3 out of 4. What do you bet we're going to fail now on the last one? Boom. It worked. I can't believe it. Okay, that's actually kind of insane. Did not realize that that was going to work. And oh dear. Yeah, of course. And now he needs a huge amount of money. There's no way I'm going to be able to do it. As you can see, I can give him all of my money and it basically does nothing because he has 2.4 million. And even if I were to transfer all of these people over to him, that also wouldn't make any difference. Also, as you can see here, this offer button is not actually even highlighting itself. I know a lot of people have told me that you can still offer things. Even if you don't fulfill the entirety of the bar. But as you can see, this doesn't work. It's just not going to work, unfortunately. So, yeah, that's indeed the problem. If he had joined for free, then it would have been great. Or if he had joined for a slightly less greedy amount of money, then that would have also been great. But unfortunately, no, that's just how it is nowadays. Some of these people are just really, really money hungry, and it is very, very difficult to, I don't know, just deal with them pretty much. If only he'd joined. I think it would have been fantastic if he'd joined, because I believe he does have a couple of fiefs that would have really made a huge difference to our war effort against the Aserai. And I suppose that's the reason why you keep some money in reserve, as I was talking about in a previous episode. Definitely want to keep some money in reserve for those moments. But also you got to kind of think to yourself, oh, but do you want to really give, 4 million or whatever to some guy that's just going to then end up leaving you later on? Yeah, that's the kind of thing that I have to deal with now, which is not exactly great. Okay, so let's tell my horse archers and cavalry and so on and so forth. Actually, I'm just going to tell them to charge so that they can deal with the enemy cavalry. I've been doing that for the past, I don't even know, 10 episodes, and they're continuing to attack us with just cavalry. Let's see if I can do some damage here. Just a little bit. I don't even need to do that much. Oh. Ah, I got shot in the face. Did you see that? 79 damage to the face. Wow, that was actually kind of impressive. Gotta say, that was actually kind of impressive. Oh, look at that. That's pretty cool. I didn't even realize that you could do that, where you could stick your camera onto one of your troops, and you could actually follow them around, as you can see right here. Look at this. That is pretty cool. I did not realize that. Oh, that's nice. Oh, you learn something new every day. Right, okay, well, whatever the case, I'm just going to go and speed this up, because it is more than likely that we will be able to achieve a victory here, but how costly it is completely up to them. Really, it is. Not too bad. Not too bad. And as you can see, we've literally only lost 22 units, 25 now, and counting, to the Grim Reaper, which I gotta say is pretty good. I don't think that's actually that bad at all. And just look at the trail of bodies. There's just a trail of bodies. It's absolutely insane. And this is exactly the reason why I like fighting in the sand dunes as well, because it makes it so much easier to see where the battles have taken place and the various skirmishes and things like that. It's really cool. Anyway, there you go. That is a wonderful victory for us. 182 renown and almost 100 influence. 30,000 gold for us as well. And this guy is, of course, not the leader. Ellil is the leader. So I will be, I suppose... yeah, well, this guy obviously is never going to join us, right? He's never going to join us. Yeah, they own that town over there. So he's never going to join us. So I will be taking him prisoner. I mean, I wonder whether if we had good relation with them, whether they would waive the cost of persuading. It might. I'm not entirely sure about that. Yeah, I haven't really tried that out too much. All right, take these guys prisoner as well. Is Unkid here? No, Unkid is not here. Okay, Saruk, I guess I will let him go, just in case. And this guy... Let's have a look. Okay, no. We've taken this guy prisoner so many times now, and yet they are able to acquire their acquire their units so incredibly fast. It's just crazy. Okay, so Talos is indeed the leader, isn't he? Yes, he is the leader of this particular clan, so I guess I will let him go. And we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens with it as we go forward. Okay, so let's take some of these guys. Do I have enough space? No, I do not, but I do have a lot of wounded. So hopefully once the wounded are back on their feet, we will have enough space. Okay, so now we have a massive amount of troops that have leveled up as well, because they fought tooth and nail to win that battle. And this is exactly the point. We've got to just continue fighting. This is the nature of the game, and we're going to have to get back to a cavalry focus after the Aserai have been eliminated, because I think we might be able to make peace with the Vlandians. Maybe quite easily. I'm not sure. Because as we've seen in a previous episode, we were able to make peace with the Botanians and the Crusade, I think, for 1 gold, which I gotta say is pretty fantastic and very much welcome to the change of them wanting millions to make peace. So I like that quite a bit. Look at this ridiculousness. It is absolutely ludicrous. I have no idea how... This is just so funny. I thought that the developers had actually tweaked this a little bit, but apparently not. I'm not entirely sure. It has been about, I don't even know how many days it's been, but probably like 1 or 2 days. And Unkid, as you can quite clearly tell, is back on the field, and he has 510 units. Now, of course, these units are mostly consisting of recruits. Nothing really to worry about, to be honest. But they do have some heavy cavalry, you know, they have some heavy cavalry that they've brought out from their garrisons and things like that, because the developers have actually changed it so that they're not only running around with a huge amount of recruits and things like that. But I personally feel like the downtime that the vassals have is still way too short, because I believe that they did change it a while ago to make it so that they had to wait at least 2 days before heading out. But 2 days, in my opinion, is still way too short, and you can see here that they are quite clearly perfectly capable of running around and doing things, whatever it is they want to do. So I'm going to continue just raiding or attempting to besiege this. That army is probably going to attempt to take that castle. As you can see, they are actually attempting to take that castle, which I am not a big fan of, thank you very much, because I did take it, and I'd like to see that it stays in our control, but obviously that's something that I can't really determine at the moment. So we're just going to get my trebuchets out here, and hopefully they will do a good enough job of eliminating the ballistas. Oh, they have catapults as well? How much stuff do they actually have in reserve? Do you see how much stuff they have? It's crazy. Anyway, hopefully our guys will be able to deal with them. And if that army comes over here, then I suppose we'll just have to deal with it ourselves as well. Maybe what I should have done was just taken control of the castle myself, and then upon doing that, try to use my improved garrisons mod to try and get a little bit of recruits going in there, because as it stands right now, it's almost impossible to get any kind of lasting garrison. Especially considering, as you can quite clearly tell, the trebuchets didn't really work out too well for me. They did destroy quite a bit of the walls, but yeah, apart from that, not so much. By the way, I've called for an army. I have finally called for an army, as you can no doubt tell, and we're just waiting for the various people to turn up now, which is hopefully going to not take too long. There you go. We now have 807. Do you think we could actually head in there now? Yeah, we could actually head in there now, but I would like to get at least one of the walls down, if at all possible. I think that would be quite good. But I don't know. It really depends. It really depends. I mean, they're in the siege now. Oh, look at this! Look at this. Actually, Godun is actually there. That's pretty fantastic. Actually, I think that's pretty good for him to be there. And let's just put all these onagers out now and see whether we can do something. Okay, there we go. They're building so fast. Just see that. It's just absolutely crazy. I don't know how you're supposed to defeat this. to be honest. I mean, yeah, you know, you can build as many trebuchets as you want, but then if they continue to build ballistas so incredibly fast, it's very, very difficult to do. So I guess what I'm going to do instead is just go for a siege tower / battering ram attack, and we'll see what happens, because I can't really spend that much more time here, considering the Aserai are actually going to be taking that castle over there and probably taking a number of our vassals prisoner, which is exactly what we don't want. So let's lead the assault. We are basically as healthy as we are going to be, and hopefully we will be able to take it. Because let's face it, if I can trade a castle, the one that is currently under siege, for a town, the one that we're currently attacking, then we are going to be in a very nice position indeed. But obviously, if we're not able to, then this is going to be a whole waste of my potential resources, and that's not something that you want. So hopefully I'm not going to take any damage here, because I would very much like to... Okay, there we go. I think this is good. Am I going to get a rock on my face again? I hope not. Yeah, we've got to be a bit careful here. I'm going to just watch out and see if there are any enemies around there. Is that actually an enemy right there, or is that a rock? I have no idea. I have no idea whether it's a rock or not. Okay, so, well, whatever the case. Oh, there we go, there we go. Take him down. Yes. Okay. We are suffering quite a few casualties. I mean, that is the point. Generally, when you do this kind of siege, you have to expect taking a pretty large number of casualties. I was actually partially thinking that I should just go in and do an auto-resolve. I thought that might even make more sense than heading in here manually, because heading in here manually obviously does... It pretty much guarantees that you're going to lose a pretty significant amount of units. What is this guy doing? What is that guy doing? Yeah, he's crazy. He's crazy. He's just like, okay, I'm gonna shoot. No, I'm not gonna shoot. Okay, now I'm gonna shoot. Yeah, exactly. That's the kind of thing that was going on with that guy. All right, so let's just continue to do damage to the people that are on the siege engines. And here we go. Nice. Oh no. Oh, are you serious? Okay, that is indeed a rock then, by the looks of things. Oh, okay, good. Good to know. Or not, as the case may be. I think I was just hitting the walls by mistake for some reason. Okay, well, whatever the case. Seems like our battering ram is doing okay. As you can see, its HP is perfect, pretty much. And I'm wondering where our siege towers are. We haven't really even taken significant damage right now, either, which is actually kind of amazing. I would have expected us to take so much damage, just in general, from the various attacks that the enemy is going to do to us, but apparently not. How's the gate doing? Oh, the gate's okay. Yes, okay. Can I attack it? Yeah, I can attack it a little bit. There we go. Okay, let's do some damage. Let's do some damage. I'm going to go two-handed here. How much damage am I actually doing? Not that much in comparison to the battering ram. Technically, you could do it this way. If you've got a whole bunch of troops next to you and they're all hitting it at the same time, then technically you could do that. Unfortunately, you're now going to need to do that to the inner walls as well. But these things are much, much easier. I wonder, can they... Ah, hello there. Yes, I was actually thinking to myself, there's bound to be some kind of murder hole somewhere for them to be able to do damage to us. Byron is very experienced in the ways of the Force. No, not that. But in the ways of siege warfare, for the most part. At least a little bit. And so he knows these things can be a thing. Oh, look at him, look at him, look at his legs. His legs are through the floor. That is hilarious. Oh my, he's doing a jig. He's doing a jig right now. He's very happy to see us, no doubt. Very, very happy to see us. All right, so I'm going to go two-handed here. I'm just going to go for some nice overheads. Don't really want to go for too much thrusting action here. Oh wow, yeah, that was bad. Okay, yeah, this is pretty bad. Let me... I don't know where to go. All right, yeah, here we go, here we go. Yeah, this is a little bit better. Okay, so my forces, not entirely sure what they're actually doing right now. They're kind of leaking in by the side. And I guess what I'll do is I'll just try and deal some damage. Oh, hello. Okay, yeah, these guys are super AI right now. Okay, there we go, nice. Murder. Murder them. Yes, okay, don't die now, Mr. Byron. I would appreciate it. Thank you. Okay, no, don't switch to your bow. Okay, so are we doing all right? That's the question. I don't think we're doing all right at the moment. I think we're going to be having some massive difficulties if we don't get the siege tower areas cleared out. I think that's what most of my troops were actually attempting to do. So they're much smarter than I am. And oh, hello. Yeah, this guy might be kind of problematic. Oh, nice. We got him. Okay, that's exactly what we wanted to do. Yes. No. Ah, run, Byron. Ah, there we go. Okay, that's fine. Let's just outrange them. Outrange them as much as you can, sir. Very good. Okay, yes. Very nice indeed. Okay, so are we doing okay? Not really. Ah, no. Okay, wait a minute. I got this. Yeah, very nice. Okay, let's get him. Okay, we should be a bit careful here. Oh, no. Okay. Oh, I'm being shot. I am being shot from somewhere. From over here? Yes. Take that guy down. Okay, you know what I'm going to need to do? Where are the... Ah, there they are. Give me this. Yeah, 41 new arrows. Fantastic. Goodbye, sir. Very nice. Okay, yeah. This is great. Okay, so now I'm going to be able to do even more damage. And hopefully, I will not get shot. Hopefully I'll not get shot. That's all I need to do. Just don't get shot, Byron. Just don't get shot. That's all you need to do. Avoid every single arrow that comes streaming towards you. That is it. And then we should be victorious. I hope, at least. Seems... Oh, there's more enemies coming through. Do you see that? I don't know whether you saw that, but they're coming in from that structure over there. And as far as I'm aware, I should be able to shoot from over here. Yeah, here we go. Nice. Not really wanting to go for headshots from here either, because it does reduce the chances that I'll actually do any damage. And considering they're actually in fight with my own troops, it kind of makes sense for me to try and do as much damage as I can, and it doesn't really matter about me getting the killing blow or anything like that. As you can see, there's a lot of archers up there as well. Got to be a bit careful of them. If I see them targeting me, then I should really run away. But it seems like this is a very successful siege. I'm actually really surprised. And I really don't know how we were able to do this with such minimal... Oh, okay, never mind. I was thinking to myself, oh, such minimal casualties. We've barely taken any losses whatsoever. But no. We've actually taken quite a few losses, as you can quite clearly see. We've taken 130 deaths, which, in my opinion, is pretty much unacceptable. I think anything over 50 is pretty harsh. But it's a victory. And we were able to win in a town siege without getting interrupted or anything like that. Oh, look at this. We gained 15 valor. I'm actually not entirely sure what any of those stats actually does at this point, because it doesn't seem to have given Byron anything. I don't think he has any additional traits or anything like that. But maybe I need to check his encyclopedia entry or something like that. Okay, so the new owner of Hubyar, I think, is going to be me, to be honest. I could give it to Godun, but he's probably going to leave. So I'm just going to give it to myself because I am... I don't trust them. That's just plain and simple. I just literally do not trust them. And yeah, you know, I can give this guy a huge amount of influence here, and we can try and get his relation up and all that stuff, but I just don't think it is in my best interest to give a town, especially considering towns are so incredibly difficult to besiege. I don't think it's good to give it to him, because while I would prefer to give it to him, I would definitely like to give it to him, I just don't think it is going to be that advantageous to us. Alright, so let's go into the trade screen here. They probably don't have any food. Yeah, they have literally no food whatsoever, so this is going to be kind of interesting. I don't know how I'm supposed to resupply myself here, but I guess I could just sell my various pieces of loot. And I guess what I'll do is... we could take Bruce. Wait a minute, we can take Bruce and all these guys. No, we've already got them in our army, so I'm going to disband the army in just a second. But let's actually take a look here. So garrison recruitment, let's recruit... we should probably recruit prisoners as well, shouldn't we? Let's actually do that. Okay, so let's set 250 or something like that. Now, technically, what I could do... This is the reason why some people believe this mod is a bit too powerful and things like that. What I could do is I could set this at like 1,000 troops or something like that, but that would obviously drain my wages so incredibly dramatically that it would just be insane. But also, it would make things very imbalanced. But the point is that that's the point. It's a sandbox game. If people want to do that, then just let them do that. You know, that's the kind of thing that you got to take into account. It's freedom. It's freedom to do whatever you want to do in a sandbox game. That's the reason why it's called sandbox game, because it's super fun to do whatever you want. So we're going to go for tier 4 units mostly, and we're going to try and train the troops in the garrison. We can also set the training path if we want to, but I'm not going to do that. Alright, we'll just leave it the way it is. Oh yeah, wait a minute. I do want to put some people in the dungeon, I think. Shall we put some of my people in the dungeon? Maybe it would make sense. Maybe we should put some of these guys in there. Some of the Imperials. Maybe they can get recruited. That would be quite nice. Maybe we'll just put the tier 4 guys in there. That might actually make the most sense, because if we put the tier 4 guys in there and then we return after they've recruited them, then we might be able to get the tier 4 guys out and then use them. So that might actually be the most advantageous for us. But I'm very pleased that we were actually even able to take something, to be honest. I think that that is so incredibly nice. Okay, there we go. Let's go to... There we go. There's this and that and so on and so forth. We've got to be a bit careful, though, because if this gets taken, then all these prisoners will be released. And that's not... We don't want that. Thank you very much. We certainly don't want that. So I'm going to be taking those 2 prisoners with me. And there you have it. Okay, so that's pretty fantastic. We took it. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. Now, the castle is still under siege. It is about to be taken. And I don't know what I can do about that. But I am going to be disbanding my army. And I suppose this is maybe... just maybe, the beginning of the end for the Aserai. As you can see, they now have less than 3,000 combat strength, and we've done a very good amount of damage to them. Unfortunately, Vlandia is expanding their strength, as well as the Khuzait, and as well as Botania, so that is kind of worrying. I guess we'll just have to try and use our persuasion abilities or something like that, and see how it goes. Anyway, I thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.